What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Craig Simmons. I'm back with another video. So you gotta excuse it today. Going through this hurricane. It's getting a lot of wind, a lot of rain. Just want to give a little impressions, I guess, my impressions on Gears of War 4. I understand it's been getting good reviews across the board. I think one review critic gave it like a 4, but you know, that's neither here nor there. This is just my opinions, my impressions of the game so far. I'm about 3 hours into it. I started over like twice. I was playing solo by myself. Then one of my homeboys hit me up and he wanted to play, so we started over again because we playing it together. And so yeah, I done pretty much backtracked twice, but the game is that good, it doesn't matter. So far, the game has not disappointed. It looks good. Plays really smooth, really good. Like I said, I'm playing on the Xbox One S, so I get the upscaled qualities of the upscaled 4K. But like I said, my 4K TV does not do HDR, so I don't get to enjoy that. But with all that said, the game is still beautiful. It's beautiful to look at, smooth. Haven't noticed so far, no real frame stuttering, juddering, you know, no pixels coming in late or, you know, loading up slow. Feels like Gears of War. The Coalition has not disappointed. I mean, you couldn't really judge how they were going to do this one off the remastered version of Gears of War 1 because the blueprint was already there. Epic Studios, they had Cliffy B too back then, so all they had to do was just rebuild it, keep the same, rebuild it, add whatever stuff they put in on the PC version back then that we didn't get or that they left out that they felt the 360 version couldn't hold or run. So this being the Coalition's first real Gears game, I'm impressed so far. It's really good. They didn't do like Judgment, try to, I guess, I ain't gonna say cater to Call of Duty fans, but what made Gears of War, Judgment left that behind. It's like it tried to change it, I guess, to appeal to all, but it's different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? That's what made Gears Gears. That's what made Call of Duty Call of Duty. That's what make Battlefield Battlefield, you know, and so forth. You know, they all different. With that said, for playing through the game, so far, I say it's smooth. The cover system still works great. The shooting good. So far, the new weapons that I've gotten to use, I haven't used the drop shot yet. Haven't used the buzzkill. But I've played with some of the DB weapons, the overkill, I guess I call it like a SMG. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's 2 versions. You got the shock version, which is pretty cool, stuns them and lights them up. Then you got the basic, straight up, just ammunition version. So, you know, it's pretty good. Then, of course, the Lancer. favorite. Excuse me for a minute, drinking a little bit of whiskey. I am a country boy, so, you know, I like my whiskey. Jim Beam. So, but yeah, the game so far, it's good. I'm planning on beating it this weekend, so I had to fall back on Destiny. Even though the Rise of Iron, you know, I got that, I had to fall back on Destiny. No Street Fighter right now, you know, I'm a little Street Fighter. Street Fighter 5 grew on me. First I didn't like it because I'm always getting my butt whooped. Shout out to my boy Blue, #1 stunner. Them guys, man. Dr. Banner on PSN, all them boys on the PSN, they be whooping my butt. But, you know, I'm coming for y'all. But yeah, I had to fall back. Gears is Gears of War. Gears of War trumps all right now. No recoil. Gears of War, man. Gears of War. No Madden 17. Gears of War. So, that said, the game is good so far, man. So, I'm not going to give it a score on my scale yet. You know, I do 1 to 5. But I can pretty much guarantee I'm leaning towards 4.9. You know, a few little things so far that I can't give it the perfect score, but it's 4.5, 4.9. It's right there. You know, like the main gripe I got with the game right now, and I get it, it's a new genre. I want to play with Marcus Phoenix. I want the cold trade. You know what I'm saying? I want Barrett. You know, rest in peace, Dom. But, you know, same thing I had with Halo 5. You know, I wanted to play as the Master Chief, and then they gave us Spartan Locke and Team Osiris. And then, you know, they were good. They were good. They were good, but it's Halo. I want the Master Chief. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like they pushed Locke on us a little too much. But other than that, you know, Halo 5 was an awesome game. You know, should have easily been 4.5, like I said, out of 5. 8.9, 9 out of 10, you know. But, you know, with that said, that's my main gripe right now with Gears of War 4. I want the old school players, and I get it, new story. But, you know, it was just something about that old school damn Delta Squad, bro. They got a place in my heart. But, you know, other than that, you know, Gears of War 4, if you haven't got it, get it. And if you got it, enjoy it. Now, I'm going to go on and, like I say, hopefully my video is going to get better soon, man. I'm supposed to be getting a GoPro camera because I don't have a PC. I'm not a PC guy, so I'm not going to build a fancy PC with all these cameras and mics like some guys got and shoot videos. Right now I'm using my iPhone, so bear with me. But I'm planning on, I think I'm going to get a GoPro. Been looking at one. Has 4K resolution, Wi-Fi, all that good stuff. So I can take it with me. Show y'all when I go do some of my shopping, when I get my collectibles and some of my retro games. Show y'all some of the stuff I get and pick up. And, you know, a little bit of stuff I do outside. You know, shoot my guns. Go out there, attempt to hunt this season. Don't know how good I'm going to be at that, but, you know, say I get out there and try it. But other than that, you know, that's about it on Gears, man. You know, it's a good game. So far, I'm enjoying it. Hoping with this weather, we get a free day off work Sunday night, so I can have one more day with it uninterrupted. But I want to touch on now, you know, again, I always said I'm an Xbox guy, but I call it like it is. And Microsoft, a little upset right now. I bought that Xbox One S 2 terabyte launch, August 2nd, August 3rd. I got it the day y'all launched it out. The day it was available. And I jumped cutting off for no reason. What's going on, Microsoft? Just done did it twice on me. For no reason at all, just cut off. And had a problem reading my disc. Same thing happened with my Xbox Fat, I guess we won't call that, the OG Xbox, the original one. I had to go in and take it apart because it wouldn't spit out my Deadpool Blu-ray. What's going on, Microsoft? This ain't right. This ain't good. Now, someone told me that it was possibly I had my power save settings. Now I went and checked the settings. Said if it's inactive for an hour, it cuts off. But I always thought it meant it just went to sleep. This thing did a hard shutdown. Like, I had to literally go back and push the button because the remote wouldn't sync up, and it did the whole reboot from start. Now, if you do it one more time, guess what? I'm sending it back. I want a new one. But other than that, you know, come on, Microsoft now. We had this problem with the 360, the red ring, and y'all stood by it, supported it, fixed it. But if you can't build a console, outsource it. Samsung, get them to build it for you. Fucking JVC, Magnavox, somebody. Because y'all can't keep building these consoles and charging $500 and they break. Come on now. Pro Xbox. But damn it, I'm spending my money. I work every day. You know what I'm saying? Weekends sometimes. I can't go buy a $500 console and then the motherfucker cut off when it want to cut off. I'm still playing. I don't care if you've been on 8 hours. I'm still playing, dadgummit. So come on now, tighten up, Microsoft. But if anybody else had these problems, you know, watching the video, you know, hit me up, let me know what you think, and see what y'all did to fix it, if it's fixable or if you had to send it off. But then of course, you know, I'm gonna touch on the resolution thing. This is back being a fanboy again. I remember the start of this console war. PS4 came out, you know, they boasted about the power, you know, what they could do, resolution, you know, they holding, for the most part, I'm going to give it a good 900, because like I said, everything won't run in that 1080 on the PS4, but it was running at a good 900. Had a couple of games hit 1080. But, you know, now, you know, my Xbox had games running around 720 to the 900. Had a few games hit 1080, not as many as the PlayStation, but they had a couple that did hit 1080 60. Halo 5 was one. Forza games ran that pretty much. Gears of War remake, Devil May Cry remake. A lot of the remakes across the board was running that. But give me a second. Bud Light 2. That was the thing. And, you know, I, for one, I was with it. It was not a big difference from 700, 900 to 1080. It's not. But now I'm looking at these sites. Like I said, I'm not doing heavy research, but I get on Google and I see Digital Foundry and what's that, Tech Junkies and stuff like that. And now they're all saying upscaled 4K is, I'm not saying close, because it is close. Like I said, I'm paying now upscaled and it's pretty good. But they're not saying it's close. They're saying it's no difference from upscaled 4K to native 4K. And I thought to myself, why are they saying this now when 4K is like 4 or 5 times the resolution of 1080p? When Microsoft was doing upscaled 1080, you know, to close that gap, it was a world of difference. World of difference to them. And that was the selling point. I mean, it was beat across us like we were runaway slaves. Anybody that liked the Xbox, man, we were beaten like a runaway slave with that big difference from upscaled 1080 to native 1080. But now it's looking like the shoe's on the other foot, because the Pro can't run 4K. It's fact. I mean, they can do all the checkerboard rendering and whatever, but they're not doing 4K native. Now, they gonna have a couple of arcade games that's gonna hit native 4K, but they're not the AAA games. They're not gonna be their first party exclusive games running at native 4K, because it's already been noted that Horizon Dawn is gonna be running at like 1440 at 30 frames, and that is the Pro Move version. Tomb Raider is not gonna hit 4K, and it's gonna be running at like 40 frames. So, you know, but again, but then now that the Scorpios came on, they done said their first party games are going to be running native 4K. Those were their exact words. Native 4K first party games. Now, they didn't say Call of Duty or Battlefield 1 or, you know, whatever comes out, 2K, Madden. They didn't say those will be running native 4K or whatever. But they said they're first party games. So if they make another Forza game, Gears, Halo, Crackdown when it comes out, Scalebound, you know, all of those are going to be running native 4K on the Scorpio when it drops. Because they're already building Scalebound to have that Scorpio patch or whatever they're going to call it. So you're going to have those when you get the Scorpio. So you can play it now on your Xbox One and you'll get it how it's rendered now. But when the Scorpio comes, it's going to be running at native 4K. But now they're saying it's no big difference. So I'm thinking to myself, why is that? I'm going to tell you why. Sony can't do no wrong in the media eyes. They can't. The PS4 Slim is doing bad in sales. You don't hear nobody, no sites. You got to dig to find that it's not selling good. But the Xbox One, when it wasn't selling good, oh, it's on IGN. It's on Digital Foundry. You got everybody reporting on YouTube. It's in Forbes. Couldn't do no wrong, though, with Sony. That PS4 Slim, man, is doing bad. Now, the pre-orders for the Pro actually is picking up. So, you know, got a couple of homeboys say they getting it. Me, like I said, I'm not buying it. Unless I can get it, if they give me a good deal on my PS4 now, if they tell me I can trade it in today, they give me $200 towards the Pro, I get it. But am I going to go out and pay $400 for it? No. Because to me, I'm not hooked on the VR just yet. But if I do get a VR headset, I probably will get the PlayStation one because it's affordable. And the stuff looks pretty cool, but I'm hearing a lot of reviews and a lot of people saying that it's more like little demos. And there ain't no real, excuse me, there's no real games yet for it. And then for the price that you will have to dump to get into it, like you're going to have to buy the bundle, which is running around $600. So right now it's a little too early, but if I do get a VR headset, it's more than likely going to be the PlayStations. So, hey, it is what it is. But that's just, hey, consumer first, man. And, you know, like I said, Oculus Rift and Divine, they're a little expensive for me. And that HoloLens, good Lord, you can take out a second mortgage or something to get that HoloLens. And I actually wanted that Microsoft, but I can't give you no $3-4 grand for it. But yeah, that's it about what's going on, and as far as I know in the gaming world, what I be keeping up with. Like I said, I'm not on in front of my little computer on my phone every day Googling what's going on. I'm just, as I read it and as I run across it, you know, I put my little 2 cents on it. And, you know, take it with a grain of salt. It's my opinion. Pro Xbox, but I game on everything. As a matter of fact, let me get my little camera. Show y'all a little bit. Let's see. Had to switch it around. So, let's see what we got here. I'm going to walk around. And like I said, I am a gamer, retro gamer first. I don't know how well y'all can see it. I might have to do another video. But I got 2 Dreamcast. That's my baby there. She bootlegged. Got my Dreamcast games. I know y'all remember that. The boot disc. Check that out. Capcom, everything. Few games. And I got my daggone Super Nintendo. A couple of games. Nintendo 64, believe it or not, I lost my remotes. I lost my games. And my power brick. This thing was in Japan with me when I was in the Marine Corps back in 99. This is my original Dreamcast. This is my wife's. My wife, she's a gamer. She has the one that's modded. Believe that. Hers is actually better than mine. But this one, that was in Japan with me. And I got the OG Sega Genesis, the first one. Not the slick one that they remade it when they made it more smaller. I guess they were the first ones doing slim consoles, huh? Got a few games, controllers, accessories. Still got the cable box adapter. Remember that? That's crazy. But yeah, that's just a little bit what's going on. You know, I'm gonna start streaming some Dreamcast gameplay, you know, some of my old stuff. Like I said, I'm still working on my game room setup. Right now, I'm in my, I guess I call it the entertainment room in the house. We shoot pool back here and watch all the little movies and stuff when we hire company. But anyway, YouTube, I'm out. It's your boy, Cray Simmons. You know, like I say, hit me up on Facebook, Cray Simmons. PlayStation Network, Cray Dollar. Xbox Live, Hollywood, space 27910. Till next time, I'm out.